Introduction to Decision Theory. Decision theory is an analytic and systematic approach to tackling problems. In decision theory, we will mainly learn how to make decisions in business and management. To make decisions in business and management, first we need to define the problem. Second, we need to develop a payoff table. Third, we need to determine decision-making environment. And fourth, we need to make decision. Let's look at the first step in making decision, which is defining the problem. Defining the problem means that we need to understand what the problem is about. We also need to identify other problems that are related to the problem. Furthermore, we need to be clear about the objective of solving the problem, and we must identify the limitations to the problem. Now let's look at the second step in making decision, which is developing a payoff table. Payoff table is a table that expresses payoff for each combination of alternative and states of nature. Take note that alternatives are actions that a decision maker wants to choose, and states of nature are outcomes that a decision maker has no control over. In simple words, alternatives are things that we want to do, while states of nature are things that will happen. Let's consider this example. To develop a payoff table, first, we need to identify the alternative. It says that Misha wants to open a dress shop. Her options are to open a large shop, a small shop, or no shop at all. These are the actions that Misha wants to choose. So these are the alternative. After we have identified the alternative, we need to identify states of nature. It says that the market for the dress shop can be either good or bad. These are the things that will happen. That is the outcomes that Misha has no control over. So these are the states of nature. After we have identified states of nature, we need to build the table and put the alternative in the first column and states of nature in the first row. So the table looks like this. After we have built the table, we need to identify profits for each combination of alternative and state of nature and write the profits in the body of the table. It says that if Misha opens a large shop and the market is good, she will gain 100,000 ringgit. But if the market is bad, she could lose 60,000 ringgit. So write 100,000 here and negative 60,000 here. And then it says that if Misha opens a small shop and the market is good, she will gain 75,000 ringgit. But if the market is bad, she could lose 40,000 ringgit. So write 75,000 here and negative 40,000 here. Finally, it says that if Misha opens no shop at all, she will not get any profits. So write 0 here and here. Now let's look at the third step in making decision, which is determining decision-making environment. There are three types of decision-making environment, namely decision-making under certainty, decision-making under uncertainty, and decision-making under risk. In decision-making under certainty, the decision maker knows what will happen and will straight away make decision. In decision-making under uncertainty, the decision maker does not know what will happen and does not know the probability of the outcomes. So the decision needs to be made by using either Maximax, Maximin, Hurwitz, Laplace, or Minimax regret model. In decision-making under risk, the decision maker does not know what will happen but knows the probability of the outcomes. So the decision needs to be made by using either EMV or EOL model. Lastly, let's look at the last step, which is making decision. Decision can be made from payoff table or by using decision tree. To make decision from payoff table, we need to use one of the models that is mentioned previously in decision-making environment.